Joseph's prison was not the end of his story. In the next episode, God would use Joseph to interpret Pharaoh's dreams and raise him from prison to the palace.
Joseph arrived in Egypt. He was sold as a servant to Potiphar, an important officer of Pharaoh. God was with Joseph, and everything he did prospered. Soon, Potiphar placed him in charge of his entire household. Joseph earned the trust of his master through honesty, wisdom, and faithful service. When temptation came, Joseph chose to honor God rather than give in to sin.
Joseph was falsely accused of a crime he did not commit.
Joseph fled from temptation, leaving his garment behind. Though innocent, Joseph was thrown into prison. Yet God remained with him. In prison, Joseph met two servants of Pharaoh who were disturbed by strange dreams. "Please, tell me your dreams."
With God's help, Joseph correctly interpreted both dreams. Within 3 days, you will be restored.
Although Joseph was forgotten for a time, God was preparing the perfect moment to fulfill his plan.
One night, Pharaoh was troubled by mysterious dreams that no one could explain.
Despite the wisdom of his advisors, no one could reveal the meaning of the dreams. Then the cupbearer remembered Joseph, the Hebrew prisoner who had interpreted dreams correctly. Joseph was brought from prison to stand before Pharaoh.
Joseph declared that the dreams came from God. 7 years of abundance would be followed by 7 years of severe famine.
Joseph wisely advised Pharaoh to store food during the plentiful years to prepare for the famine.
Recognizing God's wisdom in Joseph, Pharaoh appointed him ruler over all Egypt.
Joseph faithfully carried out his ability, preparing Egypt for When famine came, Egypt was ready, and people from many nations traveled there for food. What others intended for harm, God was preparing for good. Joseph's journey from prison to palace had only begun. A great famine spread across the land, and Jacob sent his sons to Egypt to buy grain. The brothers bowed before Egypt's governor, unaware that he was Joseph. Joseph recognized his brothers immediately, remembering the dreams God had given him years before.
Joseph tested his brothers, seeking to discover whether they had truly changed. "Tell me truly, where is your youngest brother? Bring him to me. Then I will know you are honest men."
Joseph's brothers told their father Jacob that the Egyptian governor asked them to bring their younger brother Benjamin. Jacob was so emotional.
When Joseph saw Benjamin, his heart was filled with love and emotion.
"Everyone, leave my presence!" Unable to control his emotions, Joseph revealed his true identity. "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?"
Joseph forgave his brothers and embraced them with love instead of revenge. God turned betrayal into blessing, preserving his covenant family and preparing the way for the nation of Israel. Joseph's story reminds us that forgiveness brings healing and that God can use even painful circumstance. The finery moves toward the rise of Moses. Joseph reassured his brothers, reminding them that God had turned evil into good. Joseph forgave his brothers completely and cared for the entire family. Joseph lived a long life and witnessed God's faithfulness across generations. Many years after Joseph's death, a new Pharaoh ruled Egypt and enslaved the people of Israel.
Fearing Israel's growing population, Pharaoh gave a cruel command. Every newborn Hebrew son must die.
A Hebrew woman named Jochebed gave birth to a beautiful baby boy and hid him for 3 months.
When she could hide him no longer, she placed him in a basket and trusted God with his future.
Miriam, Moses' sister, stayed nearby to see what would happen. Pharaoh's daughter discovered the child and was filled with compassion.
What a beautiful child. My lady, shall I find a Hebrew woman to nurse the child for you? Yes, go. I will bring her. God used Miriam's courage to reunite Moses with his own mother. My precious son. I will name him Moses.
The princess named him Moses because she drew him out of the water.
Though raised in Pharaoh's palace, Moses never forgot his own people.
God had preserved Moses for a special purpose. The day would come when he would lead his people out of slavery.
Please subscribe for more episodes, like this video, and share it with your family and friends. Together, let's continue discovering the amazing stories of the Bible. Watch the full episode on our channel.